Alright. We have a Sophus, even if he's only here for, like, no seconds at all. Alright. So, we're just gonna start at the beginning and present everything we have and see if that's the... we have the answer somewhere. Start at the beginning. I guess that technically actually means the badge. Okay. Wait, that worked? You never show the badge to anybody. This is twice during this I've had to show the badge. Like, twice or 3 times or something. Hi, Sophie. I know. Game's being shady. Rotten head. That a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. ... I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith! Oh. Nick? Now's our chance to clear things up? Sir. No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. ... We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. He's still mad. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Promise to run the wet noodle. I feel like that's mean. I feel like it's mean to promise to run the wet noodle. But I mean, because I don't want to perpetuate with this old man. This feels it feels mean. We can't promise that. I can't make that promise. Is that any way to treat your old man? Bah, you want my help? You come to the wrong man. Uh-oh, now he's grumpy. As I mentioned, he still thinks we're his kids. Maybe we should just lie and say we'll run his shop? Game, don't tell me I have a choice and then take my agency and make it so that I don't actually have a choice. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Well, wait, didn't I just say? You too, Meg. Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know? Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? You won't be needing that badge to run a pasta shop. Toss it. I think I'll hold on to it if you don't mind. Alright, so now we, gun? He fell asleep. Okay, so not the gun. Photo. Yep, I seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad? You know something about this? Oh, this is gonna come back to bite us in the ass tomorrow in court. Yep, the other night, out on the lake. Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. Oh my god. Tell me what you saw, old man. Tell me what you saw. Yes, okay. Okay. Gun! He fell asleep again. Damn it! Polly here's my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Hello. Yep. And he fell asleep. Okay, he's gonna fall asleep for this, probably. It's not the badge. Oh, wait. Maybe I just talked to him now? Yeah, we talked to him now. God. Can tell my brain's getting tired. I need food. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, that kid next door, you always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. Comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow, I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6. Squawk. Huh? What did you just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister. I mean, Dad. He's asleep. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? He's the guy. He's the guy that was found innocent. He's the right age. They said he'd be about 50-ish, and that's probably what they're trying to portray here. He's the guy. Oh, shit. Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the other side. ... Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Oh, shit, son! Do you have anything else to say to me? You don't. Larry, you're such a problem. Oh, shit. He's not as crazy. He's not crazy. It was all an act. Oh, 100%. 100%. No, like, I feel like he is extremely sus. Like, and I think that this case is going to be delayed. Like, we're going to have trial, and then the case is going to be delayed to the final day, and that is also the final day of the statute of limitations on this case. And I think he killed the lawyer, because that was his lawyer. And I think he killed his lawyer. I think he's the killer, actually. I think he's the killer. To the police station. I'm saying it on stream so that there's documentation that is my current theory, is that the old man is the killer. And he is the person from the DL6 incident. Hey, pal, long time no see. ... You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? That was the lawyer who defended... Yeah, but think about this. And then this comment was made. Think about if you were responsible for something like that. And It was a famous case. So you were found innocent. But it didn't matter. Like, everybody thought you were a murderer. So, and then this psychic woman who was supposed to give the evidence against you, she kills herself, like all this other stuff, like, and then you just sit in that boat shack all alone for years and years and years. He said that Polly is his only friend, and his kids are gone. They left him. So, if he had kids. So yeah, who is actually responsible for that? Like, if you did something, even if you didn't, would it be better to just rot in jail and not have all of this on your head for years and years and years? And who is responsible for the fact that you feel this way? In a perfect world, you would understand that you are the reason. But if you are already slightly unbalanced, which is possible, the person who caused this, the person who caused you to feel all these things, is the lawyer. Like, if you're going to take revenge for years and years of suffering, like in the first opening cutscene, the lawyer is who you're going to take that revenge against. It's not going to be Edgeworth. You already killed another Edgeworth if you were the killer. Like, it's the lawyer who did this to you. So, I could be wrong. I don't know. Seems plausible. Alright, tell me about the boat caretaker. You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? ... Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. ... Exclamation point! That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Alright, do we have... It's the bird. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6, squawk. Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be... ... I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's record room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. This seems like we're gonna get arrested and thrown in jail. I think we're gonna get thrown in jail. Records room. December 26th to Police Department, records room. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. All right. Case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. that day. Part of the court building collapsed, and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that. In the dark? There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes, so Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Victim data! Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got into the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles! Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. Whew, this is intense. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. This sounds very familiar. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? So if that case was considered solved, I wonder if the pistol was released back to the suspect. And if the old man in the shack is the suspect, wouldn't the ballistics from the bullet recovered from Edgeworth's father 15 years ago match the ballistics on that gun that was used to shoot that lawyer? Where have I heard that before? Huh. Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy my mom got arrested. If it's the same gun. Maybe not. Might not be the same gun. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. So here's my question. I understand that he was 9 years old. But why did they need a spirit medium when literally Edgeworth says he saw his father get shot right before his eyes? He's a witness. He is a witness to the murder. So why was there ever a question? Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond? The victim in our case? Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. He is the old man in the shack. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. Yeah, Phoenix, you're on it. You're on it, man. He is that man in the elevator. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. He's going to be totally normal when he's testifying. I already know it. I mean, if he's the murderer, he has no reason to tell the truth. And he has no reason to not try to throw us for a loop every single chance that he gets. Because he's the murderer. Save your progress. Yes, please. Alright. I don't know how long this trial's going to go. We might go over a little bit. It should be fine. December 27th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Here we are again. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. ... Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. ... Yeah, very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Wait, I only have 3 minutes? Oh no. Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. That mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. ... And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep. Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. You're going to put a timer on the screen and I'm going to start having a panic attack. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now! Yes. Mr. Wright? Cross-examine! What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Oh, Karma's freaking out. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. The judge is done with his shit. Alright. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. ... I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did, yep. You see? Continue. That make it the 25th, right? The night before the murder. That's why I'm like, what? I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Is there anyone who can verify that? ... Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Oh, the prosecution conceded that we can't prove that he was in the shop. That's pretty big, actually. Then I heard a bang. Yep. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. I will not be. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there were two men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Except there were 3 gunshots. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. ... I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. If I know Von Karma, he spent time preparing his witness. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. Phew, it's tough being a lawyer. Alright. So we want the second bang thing. That's what we want. I'm gonna go ahead and say at this point that we're gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work. This 3-shot thing is driving me crazy. It's okay. Oh my goodness. By the way, because it's 4:43, if I fail trying to do this, we're gonna pick it up tomorrow because my brain is very tired. All right. Heard another bang. Let's see. Oh, that's the photograph of the scene of the murder. Just about then, the bone comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Oh, I should press on this. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith! He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy! This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Raise an objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. But why would he, if he wiped the prints, why would he grab the gun again and put more prints on it? That's stupid. Like, that's actually a stupid argument. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? We're gonna keep pushing it. Raise an objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Ugh. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. He's sleeping. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. No! Did we screw it up? We might have screwed it up. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty! The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait, how do we lose? Well, wait! Yes! Who was that just now? Me! It was Edgeworth himself. He's like, no. Huh? Wah! Oh, it's Larry! What? Why? No, Larry! Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Did you hear the earlier gunshot? What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something. Something said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I know, Mom's almost done. I promise. He's like, Mom, it's time to be done. Look, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict can be not be overturned. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. Oh, the judge is so sick of what's his nuggets stuff. Like, he's so sick of it. Sophie, I love you. You're so cute. I know, you're just the cutest baby in the whole world. Please let me use my hand. Okay, thanks. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Yeah! Judge coming in the clutch. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Larry. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Dot, dot, dot. Hey, Edgeworth. Dot, dot, dot. Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Yep, there you go. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15. 15! Everything's on Larry now. It's the photo that we have from Lotta that triggered when, because Larry said he was home before midnight, like he left before midnight. So he heard the gunshot that we have the photo that it proves that happened. Here we go, number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right! Leave it to me! Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. ... Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. It's true. Alright, Larry. Alright, Larry. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat in such a... Oh, blah, 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 blah. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Time to ruin everyone's dreams, right? So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order! Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case, Larry. Dipshit. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Alright, so hold on. Okay, first we're gonna press on this. Hi. Yes. Oh, he's so sweet. Yes. Hi. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Alright. First of all, we gotta... Alright. Let's use Lotta's testimony. Oh, that's not right. Dang it. It's alright, it's alright. Oh, my brain is so fried right now, so I don't have any hope that I'm not gonna screw this up. Alright, what do we got? Okay, here we go. Single gunshot. Where's Lotta's testimony? Here. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here, so you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard one gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Larry! Killing me. Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? That's enough. No, I think I've heard enough. This is all too embarrassing. In fact, I think we've all heard enough. What are you thinking, Nick? If you stop now, Mr. Edgeworth will be found guilty. We have to turn his trial around now. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me! I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Oh, Larry heard. It's lonely, being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to the All Request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness says he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Oh, goodness, cats everywhere. All right, Larry. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. So you turned on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Press. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could come from knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? I know why. Because what if she was telling the time? Well, how do you know if you don't ask, huh? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. I know, it's Because it was 11:50, and that's... Okay. Oh, we're gonna get into it soon. I'm excited. I'm getting worked up. This game works me up. Oh my goodness. Game works me up. Okay. Real booming loud like. Right. I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it. As soon as he said, hey, it's almost Christmas. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most... No, I know how it... Oh... I'm gonna try that photo. I'm gonna try the photo. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Damn it! This is killing me. Come on. Okay, he said I have to press until I get to the bottom of it. So there's something else I have to press in here. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Alright. Yeah, okay. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yup. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. And I'm sure I heard the gunshot. Okay. This is driving me nuts. Because I know the answer here, and it's just a question of how do I get the answer? Because I know what the answer is. That's infuriating. What do we got? I think it's this again, actually, because this says it's just after midnight. And he's saying it's almost Christmas, so it's before. That's what it was. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright? What do you think about Mr. Butts' claim that he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right! Finally! Son of a bitch! Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. ... Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Do. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. It's the gun! Because the gun was fired 3 times! This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. ... However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly! If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. ... Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. ... You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. ... What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. ... Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Edgeworth told us that he was in the boat. Edgeworth told us that he was in the boat with Hammond. So, Edgeworth and Hammond are the ones in the boat. Oh, God. But I think that it wasn't actually Hammond in the boat. I don't know, though. I don't think it was Hammond in the boat. I think Edgeworth and the murderer were in the boat. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. ... I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Right, it's, I mean, I know that it's the guy. It's the Yogi guy. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Well, where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out onto the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murderer really took place. Oh my god. You know, he has a, I bet it's underneath that table. There's a blanket around that table, which is not technically a table. Technically, it's a, what is it called? I can't remember the exact name. They have one on Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. She wins one. It's really great. But it's a heated table thing. Like, my brain cannot remember the word, but I absolutely know what it is. But I think that the stain is under that. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Thank you, Kotatsu. Thank you. I knew, and I was like, is it because tonkatsu is like not the same thing, but kotatsu, yeah, that's kotatsu. That's it. Thank you. That would have made me crazy. All right. Oh, we're way over. I don't care. We're doing this. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Alright! It's gonna ask us to present things. We have 2 chances to screw it up. We can do this. I believe in us. Let's go. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol in the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker, of course. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth. On purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details! Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires 1 shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. ... I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. ... Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Ha! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hello, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? ... What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? ... I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? But find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. ... A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? ... One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. We already know who he is. I want him, and I want to know who he is. ... Very well, court is adjourned. We survived! Oh! December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from underneath that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I mean, I agree. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Fourth wall much? Hey, Edgeworth. ... Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little, relax. No, he's mad because he doesn't care. He was more than willing to go to jail. He wanted to catch the person because I guarantee you that the murderer sent the Robert Hammond letter so that he could frame him for murder and put him in jail because he knows the statute of limitations is about to be up. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... ... I can't make up my mind. ... What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. To be continued! Cliffhanger, what? Save your progress. Yes, please. Hey, hi, guess what? To be continued. We all know what that means. Dun-dun! Oh, we're gonna stop. We're totally gonna stop. I'm way over. I'm like 30 minutes over. This is where I would have to take another break if I was gonna keep going. So yeah. That was crazy. I got really spicy there for a second. I get really excited. I get really worked up for these games. Okay. And Sophie abandoned me because they're done. The cats are done with my shit. So, what is today? Today's Thursday? Right. Okay, so tomorrow we play this again. Finish this trial. Maybe finish this game? I don't know how many trials are in the first game. I will say that I do have another detective game planned for when this game finishes. But you're going to have to stay tuned to find out what that is. It's a surprise. Okay. So, I will be back tomorrow. I hope everybody has a good day. And, oh, sorry, distracted by the cats. It's my life. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll have 2 streams tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. Look out for that. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Okay, bye.